Hello YouTube. As you can see here, I've got a couple boxes here of LED bulbs. These are for my 2014 Ram 3500, and these bulbs come from a company called Auxito. These are LED replacement bulbs. Auxito actually got a hold of me a few weeks ago and asked if I'd be willing to do a review video on these bulbs if they sent them to me free of charge. So this is a more or less sponsored video, but I will still give you my opinion on these bulbs. If I don't like them, I'll let you know. And if I like them, I'll let you know that as well. My truck is equipped with the quad halogen composite headlights. So the bulbs that it takes for the high beam are the 9005 here. And here are the specs for this particular bulb. You can hit pause if you need to look at it more. And the low beam bulb is an H11, and I believe the specs are pretty much similar for these bulbs. So we'll go ahead and open them up real quick just to see what is in the package. All right, so it looks like there's some cloth gloves here so that you don't end up touching the bulbs. Some zip ties and some miscellaneous O-rings and an Allen wrench. The instructions and the bulbs themselves. So that's what the bulb looks like for the 9005. It has a fan on the back, a little module here, and of course the connector. Go ahead and open this one for the H11 bulb. I'm assuming it's going to be more or less the same. Okay, so we've got the cloth gloves here, zip ties and an Allen wrench, instruction book, and the bulbs. So same deal, it's got, the connector, this little module, which I'm not sure what that does, and the bulb, which has a built-in fan. All right, so I've got the headlight housing here. If you want a more detailed video on how to get the headlight housing out of these Ram trucks, refer to my other video on how I did this. So anyway, got the housing here. We'll go ahead and remove the low beam bulb. And then we'll offer up the replacement bulb. And then it says to just put the module inside the housing here, wherever it'll fit. So there's plenty of space here. I did notice that there is a polarity, minus and plus. Looks like this connector, well, the locking tab's on top, so we'll just go like this and see if the bulb works. So just leave it in there for now. It fits behind the cover just fine. So now we'll do the 9005 bulb. The process is pretty much the same. Bulb comes out in much the same fashion. And we'll grab the new bulb and stick it in. So found the position it wants to stick in, and then we'll go from there. Now this is going to be a little trickier. There's a little less space in here for everything. So let me see how I can stuff this in here. Oh, okay, more or less like that. So we'll go ahead and connect. And this one's also got the polarity. Interestingly enough, the clip goes in in either direction. We'll see if polarity matters on these bulbs or not. So I'll stuff the connectors back in. Make sure that this is in all the way clockwise. Even the halogen bulb doesn't tend to lock in very tight to these ram housings for some reason. We'll put the cap back on, and we'll proceed with bringing it back to the vehicle and installing the housing and repeating for the other side. So right now we've got the LED in the driver's side, the regular halogen on the passenger side. So I'll go ahead and turn the low beam headlights on. As you can see here, the headlights are on, currently in the low beam setting. If you look at the driver's side headlight, it's a bit more white than the halogens on the right. We'll go ahead and turn on the high beams now. So here we are with the high beam headlights on. As you can see, the driver's side's quite a bit brighter. I'm going to turn the exposure down here on the camera just to show the difference in brightness between the two. With the exposure turned down, that would be more apparent. As you can see here, the driver's side is whiter and brighter. As you can see, it's raining, the road's wet. I just wanted to get a baseline video for how the headlights look with the stock headlight bulbs in. So currently on low beam, go ahead and turn it to high beam right about now. So I've got the camera set to manual mode. We're at 1/60th of a second for shutter speed, f2.2 on the aperture, and ISO is at 6400. So I'm going to try to keep this setting the same so that you can see a more accurate depiction of what these headlights look like relative to each other. The camera doesn't pick up things the same way our eyes do, but I've adjusted the aperture and shutter speed and such, the exposure, so that it kind of looks similar to what I'm seeing with my eyes. Sorry about the rough ride. My truck's empty and this is kind of a bouncy road. 1-ton trucks just don't ride very well, especially these Rams with solid front axles. So you can see there's a little bit of snow on the sides of the road, not much. But once I get the new bulbs in, I'll do the same test and be able to see kind of a side-by-side comparison at that point. Okay, so here we are with the Auxito lights. We are currently on low beam. Same settings, 1/60th of a second shutter speed, f2.2 for the aperture, and ISO 6400 for the ISO sensitivity. Significant difference as to the amount of light that hits the road now. Put it on high beam. It makes a bit of a difference, but not too bad. Almost looks like it's flickering, and maybe my shutter speed needs to be adjusted. Okay, so I went down to 1/50th of a second and f2.5 to keep the exposure the same, but to reduce the flickering. LEDs flicker as opposed to incandescent bulbs, which are more uniform light output. The thing is, as a human would never see the flickering, but the camera can sometimes see it. Anyway, quite a bit of difference on the light output. I am very impressed. drive up the road here a little bit. Hopefully, when we play back the footage from earlier and the footage, with the lights, the new Auxito lights, you'll be able to see the difference it makes for the light output. The color of the light kind of reminds me of a HID system. Like if you were to buy a vehicle with a factory HID headlight system, that's about the color. Slightly blue, but not obnoxiously so. You might not be able to see that on the camera because I totally forgot to set the white balance to manual too. So it's just going to make all light white. So apologies for that. On low beam now, we'll go back to high beam. Pretty bumpy road. Again, I'm sorry for the rough riding nature of my truck. Maybe I'll get another set of these bulbs in a vehicle that rides a little better. But overall, I'm impressed. Very happy with the light output. This is one of the hardest scenarios, a dark, unlit road in the rain. We have the Auxito LEDs on the bottom left and the stock halogens on the top right. I took the footage from both runs and modified it so that we could see them side by side here. A little difficult being that I wasn't driving the same speed, but I was able to get them to line up eventually with some editing. But as you can see, the LEDs are pretty bright. The difference is actually way more noticeable in person, but hopefully this footage helps to show the difference in performance between the two bulb types. So final thoughts on these Auxito LED headlight bulbs. I'm actually quite impressed with them. The build quality, something I didn't really mention in the video. Build quality is actually quite nice. These have an aluminum housing as opposed to a lot of other LEDs on the market that have kind of cheesy plastic housings. Other things that I liked is the uniformity of the light. You don't really have any hot spots anywhere in the light at all. Some other LEDs that I've used in the past seem to have really bad hot spotting. These have a very even quality of light, pretty consistent throughout the beam. So that's definitely a plus. Ease of installation. These things are a lot smaller, more compact compared to some other LEDs. That's a plus, especially if you have a headlight housing that's a little bit more, compact in size. You don't have a whole lot of space for, a lot of different things like the fans or the modules and stuff. And that's another thing that I like is the fact that the polarity doesn't seem to matter. You can plug them any which way and they seem to work just fine. Now on to some negatives. Auxito basically says that these things are off-road use only. So you definitely want to consider that when putting it on a vehicle that sees the road. In the case of my Ram 3500, it's a truck that gets used primarily, off-road on private land, kind of a farm truck, if you will. And the only time that it ever really sees any time on public roads is during the daytime when I'm not using headlights anyway, like going to the gas station or whatnot. So in the event you're working on a vehicle or using these bulbs on a vehicle that sees the road on a regular basis, I would probably consider keeping the low beam, the stock halogens, and putting these Auxito lights in the high beam position. So you get kind of the best of both worlds. You're not going to end up blinding oncoming traffic. And then in the event you need extra lighting, you can turn the high beams on and enjoy the fantastic light that these Auxito bulbs offer. So if you would like to purchase some of these Auxito Y13 bulbs, click on my affiliate link in the video description. I'll also provide you a discount code in the video description so that you can get 15% off of your next purchase. Please use the affiliate link in the description so that I can get a little bit of a kickback. It is of no extra cost to you, and it just helps my channel out so that I can provide more content to you guys. Anyway, if you like this video, please click the like button and subscribe to my channel if you like content like this. Thanks, and have a great day.